detox intestines with laxative for bodybuilding. So I did an Instagram story and Facebook story about how I believe that bodybuilders' stomachs get bigger. Yes, partly due to growth hormone and insulin, but mostly just due to the amount of food that's eaten. And certain percentage of our food causes inflammation, and that stimulates basically the growth process. And when we're taking compounds that increase things like IGF, and IGF grows things like muscles and intestines, then that inflammation and the damage we're causing to our intestines and the constant working of the intestines stimulated by the hormones going to cause growth. So how do we clean the intestines out? There's a lot of different approaches, but he specifically wanted to know what Trevor and I talked about in the past that created a very fast laxative effect, and it was PGCL. So one injection of PGCL, and Trevor, because he experimented with everything and he experimented with that, flushed his whole intestines out, like explosive diarrhea immediately. So that's like getting a colonic, that's a full purge. And he's talking about how that's what gets purged during that is just more than you could ever do by fiber. But my approach is just the regular use of fiber. So psyllium husk fiber, for example, I drink twice a day, and that flushes out my intestines, keeps my waist tight. And if I'm eating foods, which I think most people are, eating foods that they have a sensitivity to, at least there's less time that the allergens or the things that cause the inflammation in the intestines from the food are going to sit there. So we clear the intestines out quicker, and that also keeps the waist tighter. You would think that by taking fiber that you're creating a bulk in the intestines, which is going to make the waist look bigger. And yes, that happens to an extent, but it's far outweighed by the flushing and cleaning out of the intestines more completely and faster. Before a bodybuilding show, I'll use a lot of fiber the day before to flush out, but then I'll also take a laxative. So I prefer the fiber because it has other health benefits to it as well. To me, it just makes, like, I go to the bathroom, it's so easy, fast, clean in the morning. But another approach is to use laxatives, and there's a very natural, healthy one called Senna, Senna. And in Thailand, they drink it as a tea. Thai people drink it as a tea at night, and then that way they wake up in the morning and they completely flush and clean out. And they have Senna pills, and these are very common in anywhere, including the U.S. And then there's also a number of different laxatives that actually most of them aren't unhealthy in any way. The danger is that you're flushing out too much, and you could get dehydrated, and you could be losing minerals and things like that. That would be the danger. So you got to always replenish the minerals, especially as a bodybuilder, because we're deficient in those a lot. And the other option is magnesium. So I take a lot of magnesium at night also. So I don't take a laxative like I used to, though, drink the tea. Instead, I drink the fiber, and then I take a large amount of magnesium. I absorb what I can. What I can't absorb stays in the intestines and pulls water in with it and creates a laxative effect to flush out in the morning. And that is my bodybuilding laxative intestines detox, keeping the waist smaller regimen.